My video from a couple days ago on why introverts don't exist seems to have struck a nerve and garnered some attention. Many people replying with their thoughts and clarifications, which I appreciate. But I'd like to use this chance to double down on the point I was trying to make. I may not have been as clear as I meant to be in that video, but the point I was making is that introverts do not exist in the sense of how most people define introverts and how most people think of themselves as introverts. Most people who identify as an introvert are not actually introverts. There are true introverts, but most people, as someone pointed out in the comments, which is a much better term, are just reserved. You don't need to call yourself an introvert if you're just reserved and shy. The problem with the label is that you are caging your own self-belief of what you think is possible for your actions. You are setting constraints on your behavior, and that is incredibly self-limiting and victimizing to your own abilities and actions. And this happens everywhere, not just with introversion and extroversion. This happens with anxiety, ADHD, depression. People use these terms so much to the point where they lose their power, and they're actually like, you can be sad and not be depressed. You can be anxious and not have anxiety. Yes, people do have real anxiety. Yes, people do have real ADHD and depression. But I think nowadays, so many people scroll on social media, they see people talking about a certain mental affliction, and they just go, oh, that sounds like me. And then they adopt the label and then just run with it. And the problem with that is that you're doing a disservice to the people who actually have these conditions, and you're also creating a cage around your own potential possibilities and setting constraints on your own behavior. So that's the point I was trying to make. I appreciate everyone's feedback, but I'm still doubling down. Labels are a cage. Try to abandon as many labels as you can in your own self-belief and self-talk. This has been day 38 of the Higher Boldness Speaking Challenge.